What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dewan. So, with all the changes with the new CCNA, with all the Cisco certification tracks, one thing's for sure is that we need to learn how to automate and we need to learn how to program our networks with tools like Python. It's the summertime, and I'm sure that you're wondering, what can I use so I can get up to speed and add value to my resume right now? Well, in this video, what I want to do is give you 5 resources that you can use for free right now to learn Python and be able to automate in your infrastructure pretty soon. I'm not going to say immediately because there's so many different variables that you have to learn in order to automate, but at least to have some code that's understandable that you can present, get validated and approved. And if it's approved, you can start automating in your networks. But I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. Let's get right to it. The first resource, and this may be one of my, I would say, favorite resources, is Greg Mueller's playlist on automated network devices. It's an excellent course, and if you look over here at the course list, he introduces you to network automation. He goes through network programmability using Python 2 and 3, which, depending on your environment, you may run into some use cases to where you actually use 2.7. We have 2.7 all over my current environment, so it was an adjustment for me to go from Python 3 back down to Python 2.7 because there are some things that are different, like input, printing, and things of that nature. But once you start learning Python, you'll find that on your own. So this course is excellent. He actually uses Netmiko, which a lot of people start off using, and it's very useful. The problem with Netmiko, though, is that the data that returns is not structured, so you have to parse that information. But that's another thing that I think he goes through in this course to show you how to actually parse that information. The next course that I have is, I mentioned this before, but it's through Free Code Camp. And it's just an awesome tutorial on Python. Now, it's the basics of using Python. So Greg Mueller's course was using Python for network engineers and how you can automate, which if you want to dive right into that, feel free. But trust me, once you start using Python, you're going to come back and feel like, I need to learn the basics, because Python is very readable and understandable, but there's some things you have to understand when you actually start writing your code and you start creating classes, objects, all these different things that you'll learn the more you start to build your code and become more complex. You know what I mean? Anyway, this course here is excellent. One of the things I like about this course is that he has timestamps all through the video. So whatever you feel like you have a hole in your learning, you can come to this video, search here, and he'll walk you through. It's very basic, very understandable, flows well, excellent. Now, another course, once you get a little deeper, like if you feel like you really want to learn Python, is through MIT. MIT has all of their Python lectures, computer science lectures that cover Python and programming. Here, there's 12 lectures. They're about an hour long, but they're from MIT. So it's really going to tell you how computer programming is supposed to be done in computer science. Very in-depth. I've actually watched a few videos. It's kind of hard for me to follow because I just want to get to work. But the more I use Python, the more I automate, the more issues that I run into, I find myself coming back to this course to get an understanding of what I am trying to accomplish it and why it's not working. This course actually explains everything when it comes to that. So, great course. Feel free to check that out. The next course is Debnet Start Now. This course here is really not a course. It's a series of courses. So I'll have the link in the description for this. But one of the things about this is that you'll find you have networking 101. So it's the code and basis for networking using APIs and REST. And then it just keeps going. The more you want to learn, the more you in depth you want to go. Here's a great place to go to not only learn how to code, but to also learn how to use Devnet. Excellent. You'll have to sign in, create your, if you have a Cisco CCO account, you can use that. If not, a GitHub account, you can use that. Google. There's a million ways to log into this, but either way, this is a great place to start to get familiar with Devnet. Next on the list, which is number 5 on the list, is Hank's Preston's course on network programmability. I mentioned this before in my last video, but this course has 6 modules and it breaks down everything, very detailed overview, I should say, of network programmability in the many different layers or phases, as Devnet, Cisco Devnet calls it. It breaks down each one of these into modules to help you understand what all goes into network programmability. Excellent course. When I went for my MP Desi, this course really helped me. And honestly, if I feel there's an area that I need more understanding on, or I need some basic understanding, I'll come back to this course because Hank lays it out very well and I like it. Now, the next thing is these Devnet learning labs. There's so much to learn on Devnet. Devnet is like this huge force right now, I believe, when it comes to network programmability. And I really like what they're doing. I'll have a link to this in the description because it's extremely helpful. And what I mean by that, so you click this Get Started link, right? And you have all these different tracks that you can follow. Or you can just click Labs up here. And now, look at everything you can learn. Look at all these tags. Whatever you want to learn through network automation is basically here. It starts out with a brief introduction to Git. So once I'll have to log in, but you'll log in and it walks you through what Git is, how to set up it walks you through what Git is. It also, it's just a really good course for you to learn the basis of Git and using GitHub. I like it, so check it out. Next on the list is Python for Network Engineers, which is by Kirk Byers. He's actually the CCIE that actually created Netmiko. One of the things about learning from someone like this, he's actually done it in the field. This course isn't free. He has his own automation course where you can sign up here. It starts July 11th. You can actually pay for that. But he also does free courses, I think like quarterly or something. So if you sign up for his free course, you'll get it, and it starts September 3rd. It's an 8-week free course. Check that out. He also has articles. If you're using Netmiko, this is a great resource to come to learn about how to actually use Netmiko, and then his GitHub as well when it comes to using Netmiko. The next course that I have is on Udemy by David Bombal. Shout out to David Bombal. This course here is Python programming for network engineers. It's utilizing Python 3. I went through the course. I bought the course. Pretty good. He actually shows you how to set it up with GNS3 and get started with network automation. He covers Napalm. He covers the basics at the end of Python, and he also covers Netmiko. Pretty good course. If you go through it, let me know how you feel about these different courses, and if you have other recommendations on the content that I've mentioned in this video, feel free to post it in the comment section of this video. All the links that I mentioned will be in the description of this video as well. I thank everyone for your support. One of the things I want to say before I leave is network automation is something you learn. It's not going to happen overnight. I've been doing it for, 7-8 months now, and maybe longer than that. And I learn something new every day. One of the reasons is I'm not a developer, so Python is a language, just like you speak, like public speaking and learning Spanish and learning. You're just going to keep evolving and growing. The main thing is that you have to start. Surround yourself with people that understand what you're trying to accomplish and that can help you develop better code and be more productive in your learning. So that's all I wanted to say. Like I said, all these links will be in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.